These all on ThreadGeeks. My neighbors came home and now my dog thinks that I am in danger. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel at Stitch and Chill. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you so much for spending some stitchy time with me. If you are a new viewer, welcome. My name's Kelsey and this channel is all about cross stitching and the chill things that I am doing while I stitch. First, I want to give a big thank you to everybody for all the comments and likes on my last video. Getting monetized has been really exciting. And I love hearing from you guys what you're working on and what you're excited about. I get lots of good book recommendations from you guys. So again, thank you so much. I truly appreciate hearing from you guys. Okay, so we are well into full coverage February. So I only have a couple projects to update you guys on because I've really been focusing on one project. But I've been working on a few others, so I'm excited to update you guys on those. So the first one is Heart of the Seasons, which is a stitch along I am doing with some friends from Twitch. Many of them have already finished, and I am over here on the last one on the winter stitch. If you want to join us, you always can. We're using the hashtag Heart of the Seasons Sal. So I am on winter, and I think my last FlossTube, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a lot done. And I mean, I got some done, but I didn't get a lot done. I've pretty much finished the first page. So this is what Heart of the Winter looks like. And I have done spring and summer as well as autumn. So this is the last one. So I was able to finish the cross stitching on page 1. There's still some back stitching that needs to get done in the snowflakes, but I finished most of the stitching on page 1. So this is what it looked like last time. I think I was still working on the trees at the bottom. I don't know. I should look before I start talking, shouldn't I? But anyway, here is what it looks like now. So I kind of completed this side of the heart, kind of started working on the blue hearts going across. And yeah, this little motif up here is done though, besides the back stitching. So, and I think the back stitching is really going to make it come alive because those are all like little snowflakes up in there. So, like I said, I've kind of been neglecting all of my projects. This one definitely has gotten neglected. I think I've only worked on it like 2 days and I've only done like 200 stitches every time. So not getting a ton done on here, but I'm still picking it up every now and then and stitching on it. Forward progress is progress, right? So that is Heart of the Winter. I think it's Stuff She Makes on Instagram. She is doing Heart of Christmas right now, and it looks really good. I can't wait to do that one. That one's going to be really, really fun. Okay, so this is the one that I have been spending all of my time on. I also need to correct myself on this pattern because Lauren at Stitching in La La Land pointed out that it is actually no longer a retired pattern. This one is actually up on the ThreadGeeks website now, along with a bunch of others by DJ Vigo. And yeah, so if you always like this one, go get it. It is on her website right now, along with a bunch of others. And I just love this one so much. So this one has been getting all of the attention. Yeah, this is the favorite child right now. I'm trying to unwrap it so you guys can see what I've been working on. But I'll show you what it looked like last time you saw it. And I'm not going to take it out of the hoop, but you can get the gist of it. And this is what it looks like now. Ooh. So I am like 45% done. And that feels amazing. So what I stitched on last time is I'm still working on color completing this page up here. And then I decided that I should maybe like work on some of the black. So I did a bunch of black over here in the corner, and this is the bottom of the chart. So I've made it to the bottom. But this whole page down here, all the rest of it is black. So I finished the colors on this page down here, and then I did a bunch of black. And then I was like, okay, I'm done with black. I'm going back to the colors up here. So I did a bunch of stitches there. So hopefully I can get my 3,100 stitches this month, since I didn't get it last month. I got close, but not quite. But yeah, I'm really loving how it's turning out, and it's got like fuzzies all over it. So yeah, the goal is to wrap up all of the colored stitching on here, and then, oh no, I only needed a couple more to get to like 300 stitches for the Fandom stitching challenge. So I like threaded it up and did my 3 stitches, and then I stuck it on here because I'm lazy like that. It was already 11:30. I needed to go to bed. But yeah, so finishing the color complete, and it's mostly the lighter colors and like the yellows that need to get done in here. And then I'm not sure if I'll move down here or over here. I might go back here and do some more black stitching, because this is probably the heaviest black stitched area, is this page down here. So I'm not sure, but I'm excited to hit 50% on it. It's getting there, and it's beautiful, and I love it. This one has been getting all of the attention. And if you want to stitch it with me, you can stitch it with me now. You can go to ThreadGeeks and get it. The art is by DJ Vigo, and it is the Starry Night Deathly Hollows, and they have a bunch. I almost bought the Wally one. And then, of course, Lauren with Stitching in La La Land told me that it was on their website. And then she's like, oh, they're having a sale. And so I was like, oh, I got to go check it and like update my link to it. So I went on to ThreadGeeks and I bought 3 patterns. So we'll get to those. The next project we are going to talk about is my temperature stitch along. It's by Climbing Goat Designs, and it's their Galaxy, Spiral Galaxy temperature stitch that has the highs and lows on it. I have been stitching, I'm like towards the end of January, so I'm not super far off, but I'm not caught up either. My last temperature stitch was really like repetitive, and so like I had the pattern memorized by the end of it, and this one's a little more requires a little more thought. So but I really like how it's turning out. It's really cool. So this is what it looked like last time I showed you guys, and I think I had just started, but this is what it looks like now. Fold this back up so you can see. There we go. So this is the start of the month, and then it goes through here. And then each leg of the Spiral Galaxy is a quarter. So yeah, we're working on this. I like it. I mean, it's easy to follow along. There's not a lot of stitches per day, which is great. And yeah, I'm liking the colors. I'm liking the colors. The next 3 days that I need to stitch though are like the exact same. They're the same colors all 3 days. So there's going to be like a lump right here of like all the same colors, which kind of sucks. I didn't think that would happen so much because I'm doing every 3 degrees the color changes. Last time I did one, it was every 5 degrees. So it's fine. It was just 50s and 20s. Those 3 days, all the same. So yeah, I am looking forward to continuing on this one. All right, the last whip I have to update you guys on is a very pathetic update. But as I said before, forward progress. It's all that matters. We're moving forward with it. So this is Tea Room, which I got on FoxyCraftsGoods on Etsy, which apparently they changed their name. I can't think of what it is right now, but, and this pattern isn't one of their patterns anymore. So sorry. But I am trying to do 1,000 stitches on this one. I did 1,000 stitches on Moe and Shandon. And so I'm switching off every 1,000 stitches between that and Tea Room. So I got a pathetic 190 stitches done on this one, and then I think I just kind of got frustrated and was like, I just don't feel like doing this. Like, it's just a lot goes into it because I need my magnifier and I need, like, I wanted to sit on the couch. It's really cold in my office because I face north, and so I wanted to be warm in the living room. But now it looks like this. So there's a lot of parked threads. And I think that was part of the frustration, was I was just sick of dealing with parked threads. But I pretty much just did like this yellow, greeny colors in here. And yeah, it's going to be beautiful when it's done, which will be never. I mean, maybe eventually. I just am not loving the 28 count. And I'm doing this 28 on a 28 count, 2 over 1/10 stitch. And I like the coverage and everything, but the 28 count is so hard to work with. I feel like I just need to be in the right mood to work on it, I guess. That's the thing. But anyway, that is all the whips that I have to work on right now. I have some smaller projects I probably could be working on, but again, it is full coverage February, so I am trying to work on my full coverages more than any other ones. I am part of the Fandom Stitching Challenge, and this year our theme is Disney, and I am on Team Daisy. Go Team Daisy! And so you stitch for points and everything, and the monthly this February is full coverage. So for every 100 stitches, you get 5 points. So I have racked up I think I'm at 100 points now. So I could be doing better. I could be doing more. But I have other things to do, like feed my family and stuff. Like, it's not important, but it's fine. Okay, I do have a little bit of haul, just a baby bit of haul. Bad Stitched, she's on Instagram at Bad Stitched. She's also on Etsy with Bad Stitched. And she has a Patreon, and she had a Patreon pattern out last year that was a rainbow bridge for like pets commemorating kind of thing. And I really wanted to get it, but I hesitate to join a Patreon because I don't want to stitch from the same designer all the time. And so, and then Patreon, you're basically paying every month for a pattern from the same person every month. So I didn't want to do the whole Patreon thing, but I did want this one pattern. So she recently released it into her Etsy store, which she does, like, it's quite a bit of time, like 6 months or something before she releases it in the Etsy store. So it's finally there, and I bought it because my sister and her husband had to put down one of their dogs last year. So I was thinking about stitching it up for them. I don't know when. My brother-in-law's birthday's in August. So maybe I'll just plan for that. But that one was really cool. I really like it. You can like pick different like doors at the end and the sparkles, and it's just so cute. There's a couple ways you can put your pet's name on there too. So yeah, I'm excited to work on that one. And then, like I said, Lauren from Stitching in La La Land pointed out that my Deathly Hollows is back on ThreadGeeks, and I went there, and then of course she's like, it's on sale. So I had to buy some because can't help myself. So I ended up getting 3 patterns. I had a lot more in my cart. And then I made my daughter help me pick which ones I was going to keep. So thanks, Lauren, for helping me spend all my money. The first one is Artemis, and the art is by ChrissaBug. And I just really like it. It's so pretty, and the hair, the arrow, the outfit, it's great. So that was the one that I was like, I am for sure buying this one. And then I had the other ones, and I let my daughter kind of help me pick a little bit. I helped her pick a little bit. The next one is called Magic Lantern, and the artwork is by Andrea Ernjak. I'm butchering it, I know, but that is who the artist is. And again, I got these all on ThreadGeeks. My neighbors came home, and now my dog thinks that I am in danger. And the last one I got is Gothic Library by Sarah Richter is the artist. And I just really love the colors, and I like the style of the building. There's like a little mermaid down in the corner and everything. I just thought it was so pretty. I think this is the one that I was like, I'm buying this one and I'm buying Artemis. And then I let my daughter pick the other one, the Magic Lantern, because she likes wolves. And so she thought it was pretty. So maybe one day I will stitch it for her. But one day. I have so many other things. Anyway. So yeah, that is all that I bought from ThreadGeeks and Bad Stitched. And yeah, one day. So my plans for now until the next FlossTube. I think in my last FlossTube, I promised you guys that I was going to do a special video, a FlossTube extra, and I did start it, but I lost steam on it. So hopefully I will finish it this weekend, and I will post it after this video comes out. We'll see. Just didn't go as I planned, which I think is kind of the point. So I am excited to share that one with you guys when I get it all together, when I get myself together. My other plan for this month is to continue to stitch my face off on all of my full coverage stuff. So right now that's mostly Deathly Hollows, and I will probably get into Tea Room a little bit more because I need to. That's like, it's never going to get done unless I'm doing a little bit at a time. So I'm excited to work on those. I want to catch up a little bit on my temperature stitch, which I've kind of been doing like at night before bed when I'm like, oh, I already got a chance to stitch my full coverage during the day, so I'll stitch something else tonight. So hopefully I can catch up with that and not fall too far behind. And I also want to come back in my next video and have no haul. That's the dream. I want to dream. My dream is next time to come back and not have to write something under the haul description in my outline. I need to stop. I need to stop for a little bit, you know, like at least the rest of this month, and then we'll reassess come March. All right, that is all the stitching stuff that I have for you guys. So if you were just here for the stitching stuff, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more progress updates, please make sure to subscribe. If you are a returning viewer and you're not subscribed, which I know is like 50% of you, YouTube tells me. So hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just, except for it warms my heart. And give this video a like so that it can be shared with other people and we can grow our tribe of cross-stitch enthusiasts. Okay, so into the chill things. Okay, so if you're new here, this is the portion of the video in which we talk about chill things. So right now I am on an audiobook kick, like hardcore. My library is probably like, what is this girl doing? So I am really into audiobooks, and I finished Addie LaRue, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I really liked it. I really liked the ending. I was worried I wouldn't like the ending just because of the nature of the the story, but I actually really did enjoy the ending, and I liked how the author ended it and left it kind of open-ended a little bit. Normally I'm like open-ended, I get super pissed off, but I liked it in this case. So that was really awesome. And as soon as I finished that, I ended up starting and finishing A Touch of Darkness, which is like a modern romance retelling of Hades and Persephone. I really liked the world that they were in, like the modern day, like the gods of Olympus and everything. They still exist, and they like have businesses, and they live among the humans and all this stuff. And it was like they're like celebrities and superheroes kind of. I liked that aspect of it. I will say I'm a pretty easy person to please. I like everything. You will find me hard pressed to be like, I hated it. But I do feel like this one kind of like moved quickly with like the character building and the relationship building between some of the characters. Like it happened really fast. On all of a sudden it was like, oh, hey, guess what? And I didn't really like that as much, just because it felt like a little not so genuine, I guess. So yeah, I do have the second one on hold at the library. So I actually think that, of course, like when it comes to the library, you either have nothing or you have everything all at the same time. So I am in the phase of I have everything all at the same time. So I think that one might have gotten returned. But I really liked the world building part of the story, and it is a series. So I will read the next couple and see if that makes it's like everything happened, but nothing happened. And yeah, I don't know how else to describe it, but it was good. I enjoyed it. But at the end, I was like, whoa. I also started and finished A Court of Frost and Starlight. And A Touch of Darkness was like 7, 8 hours. And the Court of Frost and Starlight is, that one was only 6 hours or something. So these two were pretty short. And so I was able to like start and finish them really quickly. And that is it's like 3.5 of the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. And I mean, you don't have to read it, but it was nice. I liked a little bit of a transition between the third one and the fourth one. So especially because like the perspective changes and everything. And I think having that little bit of background before getting into A Court of Silver Flames is nice. So I'm for that. It was worth it, but not needed. And so I finished that one, and then I got A Court of Silver Flames. So I am working on that one, which is 24 hours. So it's gonna take me a little while longer. But I listen to these audiobooks like while I do everything. Like I have really nice headphones. I have like the Apple AirPod Maxes or whatever. And that my husband got me for my birthday last year. And I love them. And I just wear them around the house, and I listen to the books while I'm like folding laundry and while I'm doing the dishes, and like I listen to it all the time. And then I listen to them while I'm stitching and stuff like that. So I'll get there eventually, but I'm really annoyed with it right now. Nesta is annoying. My cousin was like, oh, I'm reading the second one, A Court of Wings and Ruin. I don't know. That's not right. I get so confused. Anyway, she's reading the second one, and she's like, why is Feyre so angry at everything? And I was like, oh, I didn't get those vibes. And now I feel like I have to be like, don't read A Court of Silver Flames if Feyre pissed you off, because Nesta's really going to piss you off. So yeah, I am It's getting better, but it's just one of those things where you're like annoyed at a character because they can't get out of their own way, and you know it's like a plot device and everything, but you're also like, come on, just come on, get it together. I have also been listening to the We're Here to Help podcast, which has Jake Johnson and Gareth something. I never remember it. I listen to it because I love Jake Johnson. So you should check it out because it is super funny. They just like talk to regular people about a problem and then they try to solve the problem, and they have guest stars and they're super funny. I really enjoy it. I think it's hilarious. It's like, I tried to listen to it when I was at the cheerleading gym with my daughter while I was waiting for her, and I was like laughing out loud, and I feel like people were giving me looks, so I had to turn it off. But it is the only podcast that makes me laugh out loud when I'm by myself, and that's a pretty hard thing to do. I've also been rewatching 30 Rock. I'm like towards the end of season 6, and Chris and Liz are together and they're so cute. I love Chris. And I love their relationship. It's so perfect. Yeah, so if you haven't watched 30 Rock, it's an excellent show. No. There's nobody even out there. And finally, on my chill things, I have been paying attention a lot to Formula One stuff on YouTube because Formula One is going to start again in a little bit. And there's already like a bunch of drama. So I've been catching up on the drama and following along with that. And my husband's really good about giving me updates, and then I'll watch something later. So yeah, and then with Formula One coming back, you guys can look forward to my Modern Folk embroidery biscuit mill coming back. I haven't really worked on it in the off season, and that is my Formula One stitch to stitch on race days. So yeah, I will probably I'll probably pull that one back out once we start to go racing again. It's also Super Bowl weekend, so if you know of any cool stitching challenges that are going on Super Bowl, I don't have cable, so I probably won't watch it, but I have an antenna, so I can possibly watch it. So if you know of any awesome stitching challenges that are going on during the Super Bowl, comment them down below. And with that, it is time for me to leave you. I will be back with another FlossTube update and hopefully a FlossTube extra pretty soon. But in the meantime, I will see you later. Bye.